about the trigonometric identities. Okay, there are a total of 2 identities we have learned. Okay, can anyone tell me the first one? Hawaii. The 2 identity, give me one.
Mr. Lee，
Yes.
我哋好似睇唔到喎，你
睇唔到啊？
係啊，
睇唔睇到？
唔係我話 screen 睇到，但係你 upload 上去嗰份嘢，我哋好似睇唔到喎。
冇 notes 咩？No notes？
揾唔到啊，揾唔到啊。
Oh, okay. I upload it once again. I upload it once again. Wait a second.
李 Sir 你好失敗。
Wait a second.
大家不如瞓一陣先。
Materials. Okay. Okay, what about now? Can you see it? I've just posted there. Okay, never mind. Okay, thank you. 而家有啦，非常之好。Okay, Hawaii, hello, 新年快樂，恭喜發財。
喺度。
Okay, tell me one identities that you have learned before. Tangent feature could be expanded as what over what?
Sin theta 除 cosine theta。
Yeah, sine feature over cosine feature. And the next one, Siu Chan. Give me one. Another identity. Which 2 things add up together equals to 1? Hỏi咪啊？聽你把聲啊？海咪
咩啊？
邊兩嚿嘢？sin
跟住
sin 2次
圓咕
beta
碌加粒還是
圓咕碌 beta
好，
加咩啊？
跟住再加 cosine 2次 theta。
Yeah, equals to 1. Okay, very good. Some of you asked last time, what is cosine square theta? Okay, maybe you haven't learned it in Form 2. I teach it once again here. Okay, so when you are doing cosine theta times cosine theta, that means it is cosine theta square. But we won't write cosine theta square. Instead, we'll write cosine square theta. They are the same thing. So cosine square theta equals to cosine theta times cosine theta. All right? So that means this identity means sine theta times sine theta plus cosine theta times cosine theta equals to 1. Okay? So several of you are can't finish the question that I've posed on the Google Classroom. So let's finish it today. Okay, so you are asked to finish, simplify these 3 examples, but I found that quite a lot of you failed to do that. Okay, so let's do it once again. If you know how to do that, then you can continue to do the math in your book. Then I would assign some homeworks for you to do tonight. Okay, so first of all, you are asked to simplify this expression. Okay, you can see we need to use identity to simplify it. 我哋要用啲 identity 去化簡佢。However, I don't have sine square theta plus cosine square theta. I don't have it. And I don't have tangent theta. So some of you don't know how to do that. Okay? Keep in mind, sine square theta plus cosine square theta equals to 1. You know how to do from left to right. That's why you should know how to do from right to left also. Sine squared plus cosine squared equals to 1. For 1 here, you can change it back into sine squared plus cosine squared. That's why in this question, actually, you are just minusing sine squared plus cosine squared. And here in the new denominator is also the same. You expand the 1. If you don't know how to do that, okay, if you're stuck at 1 point, just expand the 1. And then you can have this result here. 2 sine squared minus sine squared equals to sine squared theta minus positive become minus cosine squared theta. And the denominator also the same. Here you have sine squared theta plus cosine squared minus 2. So 1 minus 2 minus 1 cosine squared theta. At last, you can see that numerator and denominator are the same. That's why it's equals to 1. Okay, half of the class do it, but half of the class fails to do that. Okay, if you find that you don't have sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta, if you find that you don't have tangent theta, okay, then step 3, you need to split the 1 into sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta. OK， 得唔得？跟唔跟到？如果冇得用直接用 identity， 你就需要拆開個1做 sine square 加 cosine square， 令到你可以 simplify 呢條數。OK， in the last page of this set of notes, I have included 3 model answers from your work. Okay, so you can see I have copied Katie's work, Wing's work, and also Moses' work. Okay, they do it perfectly. So if you want to know further, okay, or you don't have sufficient time to copy it, you can just read their answers. Okay. So the next question, the next one, sine square theta over tangent square theta plus sine square theta. You need to simplify this. Another complicated example. Okay, think the step first. Think the step first. Okay. So let me see. Moses, when you are doing this question, how would you do that? I saw you do it perfectly. How would you do this question? When you are simplifying this, you are asked to simplify this.
個sin 2次 theta 要令到佢變分數咯，即係乘翻個 tangent 2次 theta 落去。
Okay, yes. So the first step, you 通分母, right?
係。
Okay, so 通分母. So you will have this result here. 通分母. Then, what have you done in the next step?
跟住我寫啊sin 2次 theta， 跟住括號1加 tangent 2次 theta， 跟住 over tangent theta。
Yes.
tangent 2次 theta。
That's a good one. Next, 通分母抽因子 then. Yes, that's a good one.
係跟住就轉翻 tangent square theta 變成呢個嘅sin square theta over cosine square theta。
Yes, tangent theta equals to sine theta over cosine theta. So tangent square theta equals to sine square theta over cosine square theta. So there will be 4 layers in your expression, right? 係咪4個 layer? Then?
跟住咪可以調翻轉嗰個下面嗰個即係分母變成乘咯。
冇錯啦 ，OK， 除號最長嗰個寫做一個除號，可以調翻轉佢寫。OK，and numerator What have you done? Numerator. Nothing, right? OK， 跟住就除好變成好，上下要顛倒。That's why you will have cosine square theta over sine square theta. OK, continue. 除好變成好，上下要顛倒。Then
跟住嗰個 sin 2次 theta 要約咗佢，
約咗佢。And then
同埋嗰個1就變1加 tangent square theta。
1加 tangent square theta. OK, at last
跟住咪擺埋個 cosine square theta 上去。
yeah 乘翻入去 cosine square theta plus sine square theta. So at last it equals to 1. Okay, so a very clear demonstration. Good job, Moses. Okay, so you can see first step 通分母。Second step, change tangent into sine square over cosine square. If you choose to do it in this way, you need to solve 4 layers of fractions. 如果你行呢條路，通分母先，然後再去拆 tangent 做 sine over cosine 嘅話咧，你會處理4層嘅分數，冇問題嘅。點樣處理？將最長嘅分數線寫成除好，然後分子除分母，其實都做得到嘅。Okay, so for those who don't know how to do this, you may copy this as a reference first. Okay, I give you 1 to 2 minutes to do that. OK， 通完分母再拆，就係咁做。OK， however, some of you are not doing in this way. 邊個唔係通咗分母先㗎？有冇開舉手啊？有冇人唔係通咗分母先嘅 ？Yes, some of you are not 通分母 first. OK， 善瑩 ，could you tell me how would you do that？ 如果你唔係通分母先，你會點做啊？
我直接將嗰個 tangent 嘅 theta 2次拆咗出嚟先，變咗做sin square 2次 over cosine square 2次。
OK， 除 sin square 2次 over cosine square 2次。OK，then
隨便乘倒數咁咪調翻轉。
Yes, multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, so and then you just simplify it, right?
係。
Okay, yes. If you don't expand it first, okay, if you don't 通分母 first, okay, 你如果係拆咗先 ，okay， 拆咗 tangent 先，咁你就唔需要處理4層嘅分數啦。If you expand it first, you don't need to deal with 4 layers of fractions. Okay, you just need to deal with 2 layers. Then, at last, you just combine the numbers and it still equals to 1. So 2 ways to do that. You can choose the way you like. Okay? 兩個方法去做，拆咗先，再合併，或者合併咗先，再拆，都可以得到同樣嘅答案。你自己揀。Okay? Yes. So I saw quite a lot of you raise up your hand. Good job. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, and then can I move on? Would it more time? Raise up your hand.
Mr. Lee，
係。
如果我將 sin square theta 除 tangent square theta 直接寫咗做 cosine square theta 得唔得？
點解咯？我會問你，唔得。
因為 sin theta 除 cosine theta 係 tangent theta， 咁如果將佢哋調一調位，咁啊即係 sin square theta 除 tangent square theta 等於 cosine square theta。
咁所以你呢一度其實就係做咗一個 change of subject 嘅概念啊嘛。咁 that's why 如果你想即係你自己 take 個 risk 啊，如果你 get the final answer correct，OK， 而你 miss 咗呢個 step 咧，咁我都仲有機會 count as 你係 OK 嘅。但係你萬一你答案錯嘅話，而你中途冇 show 到一個 tangent 嘅 expansion， 咁呢一度你一個 m 分就會有個 risk 會冇咗啦。OK。
哦，OK，明白。
OK， 即係你跳步驟咁，你自己要 take 個 risk。例如你中途有啲呢啲分係步驟分，即係我唔係睇你最尾嘅答案，我睇你個步驟嘅啫。OK， 其他同學都係咁啦。幾時會有步驟分咧 ？Once 你用咗個 identity， 其實我都會俾一分 m 分嚟嘅 method 分嚟嘅。OK， 咁所以呢啲分數你自己要自己諗翻play safe to play safe。No matter， 喂 Mr. Lee， 我無論點都好，我都唔識做呢啲題目啦。咁 tangent 嘅 expansion 呢啲係有 m 分嘅，咁你要自己攞得足。OK，sin square 加 cosine square 對1呢啲有 m 分嘅，你一定要攞得足啦。OK，so the last one。Okay，so when you see there is a bracket square, you know that you need to expand it. Okay, you need to expand it. So you just expand it. EAB plus b square over tangent theta. So you expand the bracket first. Then you can see sine square plus cosine square. Okay, I saw some of you use a very interesting way. Cosine square plus sine square equals to 1. Cosine square theta equals to 1 minus sine square theta. Then you change this into 1 minus sine square theta. I won't say you are wrong, but you use a very clumsy way to do that. Okay? 唔好搞啲咁嘅嘢啦。Sine square plus cosine square is equal to 1 minus 2 sine theta cosine theta over tangent theta. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Minus minus becomes positive. So you have 2 sine theta cosine theta divided by tangent theta divided by sine theta over cosine theta. Yes? Any question? 咦，司長係咪有嘢問？ Hi. Then you cancel it. So 2 cosine square theta. Okay, so you better check your answers now. 有冇嘢問關於呢條 ？Okay, easy, not difficult. Check your answer. Check your answers to make sure that you did not make any mistakes there. Okay. Then I found that there are quite a lot of mistakes in your work. Okay, a total of 3 kinds of mistakes, which I want you to avoid. Okay, Yannick. Hi. Hi. Can you give some comments on student B's work? Do you think he or she do it correctly?
係聽唔聽到？
聽到，好清楚。
即係應該係1 over sin theta。
點解嘅？
因為後邊嗰個係2個 sin theta 乘埋一齊咁樣。
Yes, thank you. Okay, you cross out the sine theta. The things left in denominator should be sine theta instead of 2. 有啲同學做咗樣好好笑嘅嘢，就係 S 約 S、I 約 I、N 約 N、theta 約 theta、1 over 2 left。
咁個 one 點嚟
OK， 個 one 喺上面咯。OK， 就係咁樣。Classic way to do this kind of question. So next time, cosine theta, sine theta over cosine theta. Let me guess what you will have. S 同 S 約，theta 同 theta 約。So you will have in over co, right? Okay, so don't do this kind of mistake, right? Okay, sine square theta is sine theta over sine theta. Sine theta times sine theta. Not okay. You can't separate them into individual characters. Okay, this one also 2 cosine theta times cosine theta. Adrian, what do you think should be the answer?
2 cosine square theta.
Thank you so much. Okay, not plus, it is not a plus, okay, it's a multiply. So cosine theta times cosine theta equals to cosine square theta. Okay, be careful. Cosine square theta or sine square theta means sine theta whole square. Okay, so when you're writing 2 sine theta 兩個蘋果 that means 蘋果 plus 蘋果. All right, they are different. All right. Okay, the next one. I don't know what to say. This interesting. Still in Form 3 this kind of mistake Hui Yin, can you give some comment? What do you think
Beautiful. 咩 comment 啊？
你覺得佢啱定錯啊？
錯咯。
佢錯喺邊啊？佢 split 咗個二次方入去 ，sin square 負 cosine square， 所以咪加 cosine square 咯。
唔係應該個咩 a square 加 2ab 加 b square。
Yeah, after the expansion, what should I put in the bracket? Can you tell me once again?
sin 2次 theta
Yes.
減2 sin theta cosine theta 加 cosine 2次 theta。
Yes, that is the correct answer. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, but in Form 3, still some of you do this. Okay, I don't know why. Expand the bracket. 真係 expand the bracket啦。Okay, the next one. I won't say you know nothing, but I would say you know something. But I can't say you know everything. Interesting.
What are you talking?
Let's see what he think. I think he think in this way. In numerator, denominator, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But in numerator, he do this. He separates the square inside. So 1 square is 1. Sine square is sine square theta. Then cosine square plus sine square, he knows is equal to 1. He or she knows equals to 1. So equals to 1 plus 1. Boom. I can't say you know nothing. You know something, but you do it wrongly. Interesting. You know? Jiujan, can you do some can you help this student to do the correction? Tell him not to violate this kind of question again. Don't do this kind of silly problem again. Can you give the correction of the numerator? Numerator 應該係咩啊？分子應該係咩啊？時山 Mr. She 喺地球嗎？丁瓊，你仲同我丁瓊 A plus B square 應該係咩啊？嚟啦 ，A plus B whole square 1A plus B whole square 係應該係咩啊
？1加 sin theta 再唔係1加2 sin theta 再加 sin theta 2次。
Yeah, very good 啊。OK， 嗱，以後呢一個錯處你就幫我提醒嗰個同學唔好再犯啦，知唔知？OK， 係啦，你負責提醒佢。OK， so all the problems we have finished. OK, we have finished all the problems. OK, 2 main problems. The first one, you don't know what is sine square and what is cosine square theta. And the next one, some of you expand the bracket like this. Okay, expand the bracket like this. Okay, it's horrible. Don't do this again. A plus B whole square is not equals to A square plus B square. Okay, and then, okay, so I like Katie's work. Okay, you can see she marks a lot. Okay, she marks a lot. So I like that a lot. Okay, and then Wing's work and also Moses' work. Okay, you guys have done it perfectly. So very good job. Okay, any question about this part? simplify 呢個 identity. No questions, then we can move on. All right, so today we will start with page 13 of your notes. Page 13 of your notes. Okay. So you can see I have a right angle triangle here. This one is theta, and the bottom angle is phi. Phi. This little character, this fishbowl, we call it phi. Okay. So let's see. When I want to find sine theta, okay, remember the song Sokatoa? For theta, okay, sine theta is opposite sine over hypotenuse, so A over C. Okay, however, okay, and then cosine theta is B over C. And then for tangent theta is A over B. Okay, so you just recite the Sokatoa song. Okay, Sokatoa. Okay, but when we change our angle into phi, this angle here, my sine phi is B over C. My cosine phi is A over C. My tangent phi is B over A. Okay, so I write 6 identities here. Let's take a look at the color. For B over C, in phi here, it is sine phi. However, for cosine, this part, B over C is cosine theta. That means B over C, if you written in terms of theta, is B over C. However, in phi, okay, for B over C, it can be written as cosine theta, or it can be written as sine phi. Okay, B over C, if you take a look at theta, it is cosine theta. If you look at the phi here, is B over C is sine phi, so they are equal. Okay, another example, sine theta. Sine theta is A over C. A over C is sine theta. However, A over C in here is tangent, is cosine phi, right? A over C is cosine phi. So you know that these two are equivalent. A over C is equal to sine theta as well as equals to cosine phi. At last, for tangent theta is A over B. Okay, A over B. What about tangent phi? Tangent phi is B over A, right? It's 1 over tangent theta, right? Okay, so 1 over tangent phi is equal to tangent theta. So you have this relationship. OK， 你就咁睇顏色，原來1 over 咗佢就會相等啦。All right? But what is phi? Phi is equal to, okay, according to angle sum of triangle, is equal to 90 degree minus theta. So you can write in this way. Phi is 90 degree minus theta. So here is equal to cosine 90 degree minus theta. Phi equals to 90 degree minus theta. So here is equal to 90 degree minus theta. And here also the same. So you have the next 3 important identities here. Sine 90 degree minus theta is equal to cosine theta. Cosine 90 degree minus theta equals to sine theta. And tangent 90 degree minus theta. Tangent 90 degree minus theta is 1 over tangent theta. Or you can write this. Tangent theta equals to 1 over tangent 90 degree minus theta. OK， 純粹係睇你角度唔同。B over C 你可以睇成為 cosine theta， 亦都可以睇成為 sin phi 呢一隻角，睇你點睇嘅啫。你可以用 cosine 表示佢，用 sin 表示佢，所以佢哋就會有咁嘅關係啦。B over C 就等於 cosine theta， 同時亦都等於 sin 90度減 theta。A over C 一樣 ，A over C 可以寫成為 sin theta， 亦都可以寫成為 cosine phi， 所以即係 cosine 90度減 theta。Okay, so the rest you know how to do that. That's why we have the 5 important identities. You can take a look at page 15. Apart from these 2, you have these 3 new identities. Page 15. Sin 90度減 theta, sin 變 cosine, cosine 變 sin, tangent 變1 over tangent. Okay? So let me give you an example. For example, I want to find theta here. Instead of using calculator, okay, without using a calculator, you want to find theta. So let's think how to do that. I know that cosine theta can be written as sine 90 degree minus theta. Sine 變 cosine, sine 90度減 theta 會變 cosine. So I can change this into sine 90 degree minus theta. These two, they are equivalent. So sine 90度減 theta 等於 sine 30度. So I know that 90 degree minus theta equals to 30 degree. Theta is just 60 degree. Finished. Okay, let me skip a little bit. Jump to part C first. Sine theta plus 30 degree equals to cosine 25 degree. Think. Sine 星 you can also written as cosine 90 degree minus star. Sine 一啲嘢等於 cosine 90度減翻嗰樣嘢。Sin theta 都係 cosine 90度減 theta。OK, cosine 變 sin, sin 變 cosine。So in order to write it as a cosine, you can write it as 90 degree minus the thing inside. Cosine 25 degree. That's why the things inside, they will be the same. Theta would equal to 35 degree. Okay, and then the last one, the middle one, tangent 90 degree minus theta is equal to 1 over tangent theta. Okay? So this time, we can write the right-hand side here. Or we can change the things a little bit. So you have this result. 1 over tangent 90度減 theta 等於 tangent theta. Tangent theta 等於1 over tangent 90度減 theta. 1 over tangent 90度減 theta 就等於1 over tangent 72度。 So theta equals to 18 degrees. Finished. Okay, so you need to know how to transform this kind of identity, but it doesn't matter. Okay, not that important. Okay， 揾 angle 呢一 part 其實就唔係好重要嘅，講真，揾 angle 呢一 part 唔係好重要，重點係你知道點樣去做個轉換。Okay, for example, the most important part start from page 15. OK， 你要識得點樣去做一個轉換，例如 sin 90度減 theta 俾咗你啦 ，cosine 90度減 theta 俾咗你啦，轉到佢做乜嘢？你要識得諗。tangent 90度減 theta 俾咗你啦，你要識得轉翻佢做啲乜嘢 ？OK， you need to know this. So cosine 90 degree minus theta, cosine becomes sine without 90 degree and add a theta there. Tangent, you change it into 1 over tangent theta. So actually, you are simplifying this. Okay, so you can just do the simple calculation. 1 over sine over cosine. So you have sine theta below, cosine theta above. 除好變成好，上下要顛倒。Last, you cancel it, so you have cosine theta. Okay, the most important part is that you know how to do the conversion. Okay, so part B, also simple. Okay, do that one by one, step by step. First of all, let's convert it. 順軒 are you here? Wang Shunhin? Shunhin? I can't hear you. Are you here? Here. Mic broken. Or you can use your mobile phone if you need. OK， 你用第二個 device 入嚟啊。Okay, so maybe I ask another student first. Felix Ho. Felix. Okay, let's tell me how to do that step by step.
首先將下面嗰個分母嗰個 sin 90度減 theta 變做 cosine theta 先。
變 cosine theta, yes. 分子啊
cosine 90度減 theta 變做 sin theta。
OK， 但
跟住 tangent 45度係1。
tangent 45度係1嚟嘅 ，very good。
所以就咁寫 sin theta。
Yes, then
加埋佢咧，2 sin theta over 2 cosine theta。
Yes, very good. And then at last
cancel 咗就變咗 tangent theta。
Very good. Finished. Good job. Okay, so you just do one more step, which is change 90 degree minus theta into the no 90 degree. Okay? Any question? No question, then we try some more challenging questions here. 開始有啲複雜啦。Start looking complicated 啦。 try it first.逐步做，試下自己寫逐步嚟喎呢個。OK， 有好多嘢要做嘅。For example， 有 tangent square 要處理啦，又有分數要處理啦，仲有3個嘅90度減 theta 你要處理嘅。咁你要3樣嘢，基本上你要處理呢一條題目，起碼要做3個 step 㗎。OK。If you have finished this, please take a photo to the Google chat. Okay? Reply the Google chat. With steps, please. Yes, I saw some of you post it already. You sure? Yes, I saw Victine's work. And that is the things I want to do. Haha. Can I have a pen here? Hey, the pen is here. Okay, so for this question, 嗱好難嘅係難嘅，呢條應該最難嗰幾條嚟㗎啦。Okay, so let's take a look at Victine's work. Maybe you help me. Mr. Yu, you teach. You tell me what's your step one by one. What have you written? Explain a little bit. 有啲同學因為你有啲同學已經拗晒頭啊，頭晒汗啦。你話俾佢知你做咗啲咩，逐步嚟。
將個 cosine square 90度減 theta 變 sin square theta。OK。然之後將 tangent square 90度減 theta 變做1 over tangent square theta。
咁我幫你講埋最尾嗰句先 ，sin square 變 cosine square，OK 得。嗱，我幫你講到最難嗰句啊。好啦，到 step two， 點解你會寫到做呢一嚿嘢嘅？
因為1 over tangent square theta 就係應該一減 sin square theta over 1 over tangent square theta 就等於 tangent square theta。
1 over tangent square theta 就等於 tangent square theta。OK， 1 over 佢就變翻自己啦，冇錯嘅 ，very good。跟住所以
就係 sin square theta over cosine square theta。
OK，所以呢一嚿 tangent square theta 咧就會變咗做 sin square over cosine。Yes, that's a good one. Wait a second. Let me use another color. Which color? Which color? OK, purple. This tangent square 一 over 一 over tangent 就等於 tangent square theta，所以你就就
然之後
要
將個一減 sin square theta 抽出嚟。
OK 用翻個一減 sin square theta 抽出嚟，抽出嚟嘅意思即係
即係唔要擺翻出去個份數出面，好睇啲。
哦，即係你拆咗個一。
係啊。
OK，你拆咗個一 ，OK，所以變 sin square over加 cosine square 減翻 sin square。OK， 即係拆咗個一，上面呢度就 handle 份數，下面呢度咧就處理個一嚟嘅。OK， 處理咗個一。Alright， 跟住就 cancel 咗佢，所以得翻 cosine square theta。繼續啊。
然之後 cosine square theta 就同個份數分母嗰個 cosine square theta 約咗咯。
OK， 呢度就做約簡，所以剩翻 sin square theta。
就變咗 sin square theta 加 cosine square theta 就等於1。
OK，very good，very good demonstration。OK， 就係咁樣做啦，呢一條。Very good. Okay, so the most tricky part is that how you can deal with this thing here. 最難嗰嚿嘢就係1 over tangent square theta 係乜嘢？1 over tangent square theta。OK， 當你拆咗呢一嚿嘢之後，係分母有嚿1 over tangent square theta， 分子除以1 over tangent square theta 呢一嚿嘢點樣處理？其實就係1除以1 over tangent square theta。分子 OK 除好變成好，上下要顛倒，所以就會變翻做 tangent square theta。所以下次見到分母有1 over tangent square theta， 其實你可以將佢變翻咗一嚿普通嘅 tangent square theta。OK， 呢個位就係最難個位。Very good job. OK, so maybe I clean it a little bit so that you can read. OK, Yaktin's work. All right. Okay, yes, Kaku, I saw your work. Very good. Okay, Choyan, yes, also very good. Sunny, yes, you do it. You did it. Very good. Okay, Katie, yes, divided by 1 over tangent square theta. Very good. Okay, Gajan, 後面嚿嘢唔見咗，第一個 step 唔見咗後面嚿嘢。Okay, yes, Jajun, very good. Good job. Okay, yes, Felix, also very good, very clear. Okay, yes, Vinci, also. Yes, you set up 4 layers. Okay, very difficult job, but you still manage it. Very good. Okay, and then, yes, Moses, also. Right, okay, so good job, everyone. So let's go back. Okay, maybe I just skip a little bit. So example 7, when you know how to do example 6, I guarantee you know how to do example 7. OK， 我都幾肯定你做到 example 7啦，純粹想問個 identity 個格式嘅，有咩格式啊？記唔記得有啲咩格式啊 ？Proof identity 有格式嘅。What's the format? Yes, you can do from left hand side to right hand side. Remember, you want to show left hand side first. OK? So you just simplify it. Over cosine theta. So the longest line, change it into divide sign. 1 over tangent theta. 1 over tangent theta. 1 over sine theta over cosine theta. 1除以 sine over cosine theta， 除好變成好，上下要顛倒。 cosine theta over sine theta. So these two things, they are equal. You can just write cosine theta over sine theta. 除好變成好，上下要顛倒。Multiply by cosine theta in denominator 1 here. So cancel it, equals to 1 over sine theta at last. Left hand side looks like this. 咦，同右邊唔一樣喎。So do some tricks in the right hand side. So just simple math. Okay, in denominator, tangent square becomes sine square over cosine square. Cancel it. So you will have sine over sine square. At last, cancel it. 1 over sine theta. So both of them equals to 1 over sine theta. You know that the result is very easy. Since left hand side equals to right hand side, so this is an identity. Finished. So I'm just reminding you the format here. Okay, the other things, pretty simple. Okay, identity 呢 part 有冇嘢想問 Okay, I let you to do copy it first. So there are tons of exercise here. Tons of exercise here. Okay, the first part, the first from 6 to 8, you're asked to simplify. And from 9 to 14, you are asked to prove the identities. That means you have the answers already and you want to prove it. It's true. Okay? From left to right, from right to left. Okay, do that yourself. Okay? So tonight, please finish the further practice. Okay, please finish the further practice. Try to do that. Okay, try to show that as much as you can. Okay? So maybe, let me see. Maybe a little bit too much. Okay, so maybe a little bit too much. So tonight your homework is just the even question, even number question. Even number question. Your homework. Do it where? Do it in a single line paper. Okay, and submit it online to me through Google Classroom. Then finish. Okay, if you want to study M2, this would be the foundation. You will play much more about that in M2 syllabus. So good luck, have fun. Alright, okay, M2 仲有更加多嘅 ，M2 仲要學多3楷嘢嘅 ，secant、cosecant 同 cotangent。But that's a long story. Okay, and the advanced question is just for interest. Okay, try to prove it. Prove the 3 important identities in M2 syllabus. Okay, so if you want to know the answers, you can approach me later if you want to know the answers. Okay, so any question about today's lesson? 其實今日冇乜學到嘢啫，今日只係純粹同你執翻啲問題，同埋教咗你3條新嘅 identities，冇乜特別嘅。Okay, so tonight your homework is even number question, and 5 minutes left for me. Okay, so I just want you to do the math and ask questions.